Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there. And what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes. No one over pursuing and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Prescott to throw it. It's Graham again with the catch, just like the last play. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a 1st down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
So earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Panthers 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling it, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. 4th down, Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. He takes this for about 6, down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Mayfield off the play fake. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Quick throw, and it's caught. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Tolbert.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hurry, hurry!
Mayfield down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hurry, hurry! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They'll set up a throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Run.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
King!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield fighting through and he's got space.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Mayfield on 1st down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. McCaffrey following the penalty. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw, Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And Prescott, his third interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Regular. Hurry.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Point it right.
Mayfield with it once more. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Run.
Here's Mayfield. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas from 21 yards away. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. Doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. McCaffrey running up the middle. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
they'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, second and 15. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard. Makes it 3rd and 14.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, alert 33. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
Now Mayfield. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott.
Fires a slant, completes it to Tolbert.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Prescott to throw it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Mayfield finding Anderson for the Panthers first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And Marshall's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's got it down to the 28.
nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9. Prescott now. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking,
Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On second down, McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
With his second touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here's Dak.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
To throw, Prescott.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as